like people, will take the path of least resistance. So it's pretty common for animals to then use trails that humans have made as game trails or roads or what have you, which sometimes doesn't work out great for the wildlife. Moose, deer, fox, wolves, bears, all kinds of things. It's pretty common in this area for people to have accidents where they run into wildlife with their vehicles. Not great for the person's vehicle, but really usually not great for the wildlife. Probably most of the time doesn't work out well for the wildlife. Look at that. Someone right now doing a little bit of maintenance. I don't know if it's a town employee or just someone volunteering. How you doing?
How's it going?
Good, how are you?
Good.
I'm Steve.
Jordan.
Nice to meet you. This is awesome out. I haven't been out here in like 10 years. This is amazing what's out here now.
It's been the last 5, it's been like this.
Like, I used to come out here quite a bit.
Oh, I remember, yeah, it was all...
And it was cool, but this is fucking amazing, you guys.
Yeah.
So you volunteer out here, or?
It has way too much time, I want to admit. Way too much time.
Well, there's what I was looking for, old Henry Miller, I think there, eh?
Yeah, the Starving Carver.
Yeah, Canese or something, I think is his last name, eh?
Yeah. He does all the artwork out here. There's quite a few carvings out here on the trees.
Well, I saw a Sasquatch at the beginning there, and I've been kind of trying to...
There's one at the second fire pit, one tree behind. It's
okay.
not painted yet.
Yeah, this is amazing.
Yeah, no, it's taken a lot of work. It was, you know, Don Dixon?
I don't.
The guy's got to be like 95, I think. And he used to work for the M&R, and then the church, they all came in here and did this. But in the last 5 years, I met Don, and I said, can I help with the firewood? And he said, yeah. And I've just been fucking having a heyday out here.
Well, it gives a guy something to do, too, eh?
I love doing firewood.
I love hiking and doing snowshoeing and shit. Obviously, don't need the snowshoes today.
There's a snowshoe trail there.
Yeah.
Off, but...
Yeah. And, but I don't mind carrying them around either. I've had these, my dad bought these in the 60s.
Yeah.
And I've always just, you know, I put some new bindings on them every once in a while. And yeah, you can't beat this.
No.
And this area right here, well, the apple cider thing, I remember seeing that trail years ago.
Yeah.
And then there was some kind of shelter, and maybe this was the spot with the shelter at one time, but I remember finding a shelter out here at one time.
Yeah, there's nothing like that now, but...
But yeah, and just like all the firewood seasoning all over the place, waiting.
Oh, yeah, I've been busy.
Yeah, man. Well,
it's like... It's been trending off and on, and where I've been just steady, and like, last year people would be burned like... There is none. Like, I mean... I took the wood from the second one and dragged it here at nighttime with my 2 dogs and filled what could.
Yeah, just by hand.
Just with my Pelican.
Yeah, I have that exact same trailer.
Yeah.
I bought it a couple years ago, and I just put my grandkids in it, and I'll pull them around, eh? You know,
kind of wood, and I'll pull my son. But yeah, so it burned out. We burned way too much wood last year. It's like, okay, so this year I went a little crazy, but
yeah, but as long as it's covered like you've been doing, I noticed you got some old signs or something on it.
I work for the town, so I have the abundance of stop signs if I need them. So.
Well, and the good thing about that is if you can keep the water off the top of them,
they'll dry.
It'll dry. If you don't, it'll get punky on you, right? And a lot of it's probably balsam and stuff, but or you know, poplar, but
yeah. And I don't take any good trees.
No, you can see that, you know.
I take the trees that have a tops missing from a windstorm or a branch fell off. That's the one I go for.
Yeah. Yeah. No, this is.
And it's usually like busy.
Well, you know what? I wouldn't mind coming out here and helping out a little bit once in a while. Like, and I don't know how much help it would be, but I got one of those little Kubota backhoe tractor things if a guy ever needed it for moving stuff around. Or
there was like, he's got I think he's got trailers, and then Dave Saunders has a four-wheeler. He comes out with the haul of the wood. Yeah. And the wood thing's awesome. Is I used to drag all of this by myself in the Pelican, but now Dave is helping out with that. But just talk to Daryl, see what he needs. And because he also has a town coming out here to help out, because it's owned by the town, the property, so it's kind of nice that way too. But well, you know what? I'll reach out on the Facebook page there, kind of thing. I've been thinking about it for a little bit, just to kind of give a guy something to do in the winter. And it's awesome. I come out here in the fall, and I find the trees I need to take care of, and I take them down, and I always try and make my stacks nice and sturdy, because I've had it fall over.
Oh yeah.
And then come winter time, I try and take it easy, but this time I've been kind of keeping up with the firewood to get a little stockpile going.
Right on. Okay, I'm going to carry on, my friend.
Yeah, have a good walk.
And you know what? Thank you so much for everything you do. This is,
no problem.
You know what? It's awesome.
Yeah, it is.
Take care, man.
Have a good one.
Well, that was nice. Met one of the local volunteers. We know where all the firewood comes from anyways. That nice gentleman Jordan there, he's the guy. Like, wow, it looks like he drug his Pelican sleigh this way. I'm just gonna check the battery life on the camera here with the phone. I think I am heading back towards the parking lot, but I'd kind of like this to... Oh yeah, what do we got? We've got about an hour left on the SD card and about 50% left on the battery in the camera. So hopefully that gets me back so I can say a little farewell after this. I think what I'm gonna have is probably about an hour's video, which is kind of cool. And I don't know how well I'll be able to edit it, but maybe I'll do one of those things. The GoPro will edit it for you, which is pretty awesome too. I like that. Game trail there. Excuse me. Now that I think of it, the way these trails are groomed, how nice they are, it'd be kind of an awesome place to bring my grandkids. I got 3 biological grandsons, Fred, Murdoch, and Roscoe, and then my daughter's partner, James, has a son named Colton. Very awesome young man. Kind of near and dear to my heart. He's a good kid. Look at that. More walking trails that way. That one's a little bit less groomed right now. You could probably do that one a little bit more with the snowshoes. I think what I'll probably do with this video is post it in its entirety on my YouTube channel, but then also use it as a learning tool to maybe go back and edit it, and maybe that could kind of be a cool little before and after. Kind of show me, you know, or show myself and show my few viewers that you know, the before and after, and being able to edit it and getting rid of some of the junk, like me stopping and relieving myself and stuff like that, or even just the boring parts. Not that this whole video isn't probably somewhat boring, it's just basically me walking around describing what I see. But you know, that's life. That's my life as it is right now, and that's kind of what I've been sharing with you guys. Although the format was just the shorts with my phone. Directions to the parking lot there again. Yeah, mostly the format with my phone and the shorts. And obviously the shorts are kind of cool. They're kind of a ego booster. I think that's where I turned earlier, so went down there. Kind of an ego booster when you see the shorts, and a short will have several hundred views. Even if all you're doing is clicking on it, maybe that counts as a view and you don't even watch the full 3 minutes. But they seem to have way more views than the longs, and I get that. Who wants to sit and watch me talk or look at my mug for an hour when maybe you're more interested in just hearing what I have to say for 2 or 3 minutes? Makes me a little bit more palatable over a few minutes instead of an hour or more. Definitely remember this part coming in, so I'm definitely heading back to the truck in the parking lot. So I know for the most part now that this won't be a snowshoe area. There it is. There's the old folks home down here. I don't know if you saw it there, and I hope you did. Well, I stopped to talk to Jordan there. There was the statue I was looking for that was done by a fellow named, or of a fellow named Henry Miller. And Henry was a local school teacher, an outdoor enthusiast, and like I said, kind of a local legend. And he taught at a school that I went to as a young man, and he had an outdoors club where he'd take kids, you know, he'd want to instill his passion on the children and the kids for outdooring and canoeing and stuff like that. And I was lucky enough to go on a canoe trip that he organized once. I was probably 10 years old in grade 5, and it was really pretty cool. And he was very physically active. He lived into be his 90s, and he was very physically active right up until the end. So that's pretty awesome. But I'm right now, I notice there's some people up here, so I'm just gonna say goodbye to everybody right now. I'm gonna shut this off, I just want to remind everybody you're never too old to do cool shit. Peace.